Hello, I'm Howie Shareff, and welcome to another show from You Call This Yoga from the Temple of the Sun at Machu Picchu in Peru. Join us for an extremely interesting experience as we will have a yoga lesson at Machu Picchu with Barbara Vosk. Let's begin our practice in mountain pose. Establish a solid standing position with your feet 2 fists or hip width apart, drawing the legs downward, lifting the belly and the chest upward, leveling your shoulders, the arms draped by your side, taking in the beautiful surroundings all about you in the iconic Temple of the Sun at Machu Picchu. Breathe in slowly. Let the air fill you up. Let's continue into a gentle flow to warm up the body as it's chilly up here in the mountains. We'll follow Barbara's flow, where she will gently bow at the waist, lowering the body, keeping a steady alignment of her legs, stabilizing her core, sweeping the arms as she breathes. Let's repeat this several times. We will loop the video to let you practice, loosening up for a nice hike into the mountains. Keep breathing slowly and steadily. Beautiful. A few more breaths. Wonderful. Keep breathing. Finishing up. Beautiful. Finish and rest. Let's transition towards Warrior 1. We'll position the body so that we're facing forward, stepping the right foot forward, hip width apart from the left. We'll bend the front knee and keep a strong straight back leg. Eventually, floating the arms upward towards the sky as you let your shoulder blades settle onto your back ribs. Keep breathing as you extend upward to the sky like the mountain peak. Your heart is open, breathing in a relaxed, steady manner. Slowly taking in the breath and slowly letting it out. One more. Beautiful. Finish and rest. We will then continue into Warrior 2. Keeping that front right leg lunged forward, a strong back leg, let's turn our body sideways so that we are facing the camera. And then we'll extend our arms forward and back at chest, armpit, heart level, letting the shoulder blades settle onto the back ribs. You're grounded in the past, extending into the future, yet engaged in the present. Gaze is forward. You're stable, focused, and breathing. Finish the breath. And then let's come on back to mountain and rest. We'll repeat Warrior 1 on the left side while looping the same video. Consider the idea of stepping the left foot forward, a slight lunge, the right leg straight, engaged behind you, the feet are hip-width apart. You can then float the arms upward, let the shoulder blades settle on your back ribs. Keep breathing, noticing how this side might compare with the other. Extending the arms and heart upward. One more breath. Beautiful. Finish. Bring the arms down. And then let's transition to Warrior 2 by turning sideways, extending the left arm forward, the right arm back, heart level, gaze is forward. Keep breathing. Notice the difference on this side. Beautiful. Keep your grounded state, extending the crown upward. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Then let's come out of the pose, finish, and rest. Continuing as we transition into chair pose. Chair pose has you facing forward, feet hip-width apart. We'll bend the knees a little, lower the tail a tad as if you were hovering over a chair, yet you're strongly engaged with your legs, pressing downward while your chest lifts upward. The arms are up and forward, similar to Warrior 1. Shoulder blades are resting on your back ribs as you breathe, feeling the support that is all around you, steady and engaged. One more breath, then finish and rest. We will then transition to eagle pose. The eagle soars high and is able to observe what is around. Let's go slowly into the eagle pose. Let's cross the right leg in front of the left. See if you can place both feet firmly downward. Lower your body gently, similar to chair pose. Then let's roll the arms around each other, eventually, if possible, bringing the palms of the hands to face each other, or if you're capable, away from each other. We can breathe as we ground the feet down, the tail down, the chest up. Beautiful. One more breath in this pose. Finish. Come out and rest. Let's switch sides with eagle and notice the differences. From mountain, cross the left leg in front of the right. Draw the feet downward. You may lower your bum a little bit as if you're approaching chair pose. We'll have the elbows bent and you'll roll and cross the arms in front of you, potentially having the palms touch, or, if able, have the back of the hands touch, palms facing outward. Breathe into the pose. Notice the difference from the other side. Keep breathing. Couple more breaths. Beautiful. Then let's finish up and rest. We will transition to triangle pose. The triangles are a very important shape in this culture, as you may notice the shape of the mountains, the temples, and how things have a stable base and extend upward. From triangle, we'll start expanding the legs. Then we're going to lean over the right side of the body, drawing the right arm downward, lifting the waist area as you're leaning, and also keeping your chest forward and open. Good. You may then float the left hand upward. See if you can keep a nice vertical alignment. Breathing, lifting from the waist, and keeping the heart open. Let's do one more breath. Finish, and then come back up. Let's switch sides using the same video for demonstration. Start with wide legs. You'll eventually lower to the left, extending the left arm downward, raising the waist, opening the chest, and eventually elevating the right arm upward, breathing in this open pose, strong legs downward, waist from your underside lifting upward. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Then let's finish and come up to mountain and rest. The Incan culture had a great respect for nature, capitalizing on the seasons as well as the climate to optimize agriculture. We will honor that in tree pose. Consider standing up in mountain, then engaging a strong left leg downward. We can bring the right foot and place it adjacent to the left ankle. Keep a strong left bun and turn the right knee away from center. We can then float the arms upward, keeping soft neck and shoulder muscles. Arms are out in the shape of a branch with a gentle bend in the knee and in the elbow. Keep breathing. Couple more breaths. Beautiful. And then release that right leg, lower the arms, and come back to mountain. Switching sides, let's draw the right leg down strongly. Let's bring the left foot up and place it by the ankle of the right leg. We'll turn the knee outward, and then eventually floating the arms upward. You can keep them horizontal or even extend them upward like a peak extending upward. Imagine the elevation at the top of the tree and the top of the mountain. 2 more breaths. Keep breathing. Good, then lower the arms, lower the leg, and rest. Let's settle into a seated position where we may reflect on the experience as well as the beauty that's around us. Consider support for your bottom so that you can sit in an upright position. Allow the arms to rest on the knees and thighs, palms up. We can breathe slowly and steadily while we take in the fresh air, the history, the culture, and the beauty. Beautiful. One more breath. Finish and release. Thank you, Barbara. Please visit our website, youthisyoga.org, for articles, videos, events, and information. You can see our other videos on our YouTube channel, You Call This Yoga. Namaste, and I hope this experience was quite enlightening for you. Let's honor nature at Sunset Beach, North Carolina, where the surf and sun can bathe us while we breathe in freshness and explore our bodies. Let's join Barbara Vosk for a gentle warm-up and then plan to take a hike. Beginning in mountain, standing feet hip-width apart, arms resting by our sides. We may even turn the palms forward to allow our shoulder blades to settle onto our back ribs. The heart is open, and we could breathe in the fresh ocean air and take in the sounds and surf. We can continue by warming up, shifting our body as we breathe into an arcing form similar to the crest of a wave as it curls over and settles out. Let's shift slowly from side to side as we breathe, taking in the elements of space as we fill our lungs, and also movement as we shift from side to side. Keep breathing slowly, exhaling as you tip. Beautiful. We can then explore our bodies in a front to back movement, creating a standing cow and cat flow. Let's do this for a few moments, breathing slowly and steadily, inhaling as you lift and exhaling as you lower. Beautiful. Beautiful. Finish up and rest. We'll gently then shift to a reclining position, getting down slowly, taking your time so that you can wind up on your back, feet under the knees, hip-width apart. Consider lifting a shoulder and tucking the shoulder blade underneath it. Similarly for the other side, so that eventually your palms are up and you're ready to continue. Continuing with gentle circles of the leg by orienting the knee upward, and as you breathe, you'll sweep it out and around, coming back on the exhale. Eventually, we'll switch direction. Keep breathing slowly and steadily, noticing how this side feels for you. Finish up, settle, and rest. Then let's reverse sides. Continue that concept of a sweeping knee oriented to the sky, moving around with your breath as the other leg is stable. And then eventually reversing direction, noticing how this side compares to the other as you breathe and move. Then settle and rest. Let's warm up the arms in a similar manner. Starting with the right arm, gently sweep it around in an arcing form as you draw the body downward. The hand can float away and upward. Keep breathing slowly and steadily. And then eventually we'll reverse direction. Notice the range of movement, how your body is stable underneath you and the arm just floats. Couple more breaths. Finish and rest. Let's reverse sides and continue that gentle arm sweeping about on the left side, breathing to guide it and exhaling to bring it back. Continue slowly, and eventually we'll reverse to the other side. Keep breathing. One more breath. Finish and rest. Let's explore both arms sweeping up like paddles on a boat. You're just sweeping and moving the water, in this case the air, as you breathe. Sweeping it around. Beautiful. Coming back and wider with the arms each time if comfortable for you. Keep breathing as you go. Couple more breaths. Good. Finish and rest. Then place your right ankle on your left knee and thigh as we prepare for some gentle twists. The upper body is nicely grounded and will swivel the hips on your exhale, eventually lowering that right foot as it's positioned on the ankle. Keep breathing as you go, exhaling as you twist, inhaling as you open. Let the breath invite the movement. The exhale grounds you downward. The inhale floats you upward. Beautiful. One more breath. Finish and rest. Switching sides, let's place the left ankle on the right knee and thigh. Notice how that feels. And then let's continue the pattern as you exhale, swiveling the hips, keeping the upper body gently grounded. You can exhale into the twist. Inhaling to the open. Keep going, slowly and steadily. letting the breath and your comfort drive the movement. Beautiful. One more breath. Finish and rest. Returning to a standing position, we'll practice some gentle lunges. Step the right foot forward, and then as you exhale, bend that right knee, keeping the upper body extended to the sky. Try that for several breaths, exhaling as the knee bends, inhaling as the knee opens. One more breath, finish, and rest. Switching sides, we'll bend the left knee as you lunge forward, keeping the chest upward. Keep breathing. It may feel differently on this side. Notice and enjoy the difference. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Finish and rest. We're now ready for our power pose, crane. Consider the idea that this is a standing pose with some dynamic element, yet we're going to be upright. Let's begin by stepping the right foot back, and then on your exhale, bringing the right knee up and holding the pose. Lowering and then repeating. Eventually, lifting and holding the pose as you engage the bun of the standing leg, drawing the foot downward into the sand. Beautiful. And rest. Switching sides, you may notice a difference. Let's see. Breathe, and then as you exhale, lift the knee and lower. Continue, preparing for a static pose. Keep breathing. Beautiful, and lower. Let's soak in all that we've experienced and are sensing from the ocean, the air, and the earth. Shifting to observing a lovely sunset in time-lapse photography.